Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow, and I 1000% appreciate it. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Please take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. Sometimes specifics come out, you know? All right, Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy field. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? What I'm getting is your mind is not awakening, it's reawakening to some sort of hidden wisdom you had in you since you were a child. A lot of you guys are remembering the wonders of like how to preserve yourself. Some of you guys could have grown up in like royal areas where you did nothing but stare at the clouds and stare at the stars. Now you're remembering that those are your astrology sign and your north node, and you're connecting it with today's wisdom as an adult. You're remembering the you. You're feeling like you were meant to be here, meant to be preserved, and you're loving how well you have preserved thyself through everything. Some of you guys could truly be looking around at other people and seeing that they did not preserve themselves as well mentally and emotionally here. And like, for example, I was thinking of when I was a kid and I used to love to have tea parties and whatnot. And I had a bunch of different types of dresses that I could wear to have tea parties and whatnot. And my mom did humor me. She would try to get the types of cakes that I want, a blueberry cake, a blueberry tea, blueberry muffin. But sometimes the drinks that I made up in my head didn't exist in reality. And then I think about that as I'm going to fix my large cup of tea. I'm like, I have tea almost every day as an adult, tea and toast. Toast with a bunch of different types of toppings on it, whole wheat toast with like whatever I want to put on it, be it eggs, be it cream cheese, be it like regular strawberry jam, or I use the blueberry preserve. But that's another thing. I wanted blueberry tea, and there was no blueberry tea. I can remember getting my mom getting the raspberry tea because that's the closest thing to blueberry tea, that razzle dazzle tea. I found both of those in the grocery store today, or not today, the other day, and I realized that I got the Razzle Dazzle tea, and then I got Yogi Blueberry Slim Fit tea. I was like, yo, I remember wanting blueberry tea, and there not being any blueberry tea when we went to the store to like try to make my tea party. I'm like, yo, I'm like, and then it's weird because this is no longer a tea party. It's like I was learning self care as a child. I realize that now. Now, why do I have tea and whole wheat toast? Because I'm not doing those cakes, those cookies, all like wintertime ish. And just like, I'm like, and I was, ironically enough, I just posted a picture saying I feel fat. Not that I feel ugly, I'm pretty and whatnot. I'm like, I got to get back eating healthy again. So it wasn't just blueberry tea, it was blueberry slim fit tea. And I'm like, my life moves in ultimate synchronicity. And I just remembered that moment as a child of me walking through the grocery store with my mom trying to find that blueberry tea, and it didn't exist. But she's like, we got raspberry tea, sparkling razzle dazzle tea by that celestial tea. And that's another thing, to connect it to celestial. I'm doing all these brand name shout outs. I'm not paid to do this, but it's just everything was aligned because I was thinking of staring at the clouds and and then how that became Oracle, and and then I was thinking of getting the animal speak books and going to like the Native American powwows. Part of my family is like Native American. I don't, like, but a lot of people say they are. But I went to like Native American powwows in Pennsylvania where they dance like animals and then do the animal totem. But back to like the tea, it was celestial tea. Like I was saying, we stared at the stars and trying to see the brightest star, and then finding out the brightest star that we stared at, that's not actually a star. It's the planet Venus, like the second brightest star and that's one of the only planets you can see in New York City. You can see other stuff, ironically, in New Jersey. Sometimes I believe you can see lots of stars. You can see stars when you go upstate New York, but where there's too much light pollution, you can only see like the planet Venus, the moon, and maybe like I forgot a few other stars. I think Mars you might be able to see, but that's like I'm like so every time I see a star in the sky, I'm like that's Venus. I got closer to Venus and the meaning of Venus through seeing it in the sky. So it's like everything connected like at once. And I feel like that's kind of where you guys are at in some form of your knowledge. And a lot of people are seeing this inside of you, your childlike knowledge. Because like it went from tea parties to me having tea and toast for breakfast. Had to stop and gather myself because I could rant all day about my childhood. We're gonna pull some cards. Divine, please tell me more. Divine, please tell me more. I guess I'm trying to explain life has a sense of ease to it, and you have a sense of superposition, especially a lot of that's why I started doing the angel numbers. I'm like, I know a lot of you guys have angel numbers, and I was seeing more angel numbers and screen names and stuff. And like, so you're at a place of superposition in life right now for your highest good. That's the first card coming out. Everything feels good and a sense of goodness towards you. Even like you could feel like some hater in the background might be trying to throw energy work at you, but it's coming back to them like as an echo. We got embrace the journey with openness, trusting the universe to lead you towards your greatest fulfillment, trusting the universe to lead you towards your greatest fulfillment. See, you guys are just like you got it's all aligning and your imagination is becoming that much real as having tea parties with your when you're a kid, now drinking all the different types of teas as an adult. Divine, please tell me more. And I put collagen in my tea. I think about it because I really have the most unreal tea. I'm like, Spirit, please tell me more. And then I have real dresses and skirts as I put on a nice dress and nice skirt and I'm doing my nails. I'm like, this is all too nostalgic of like stuff that I've done since I was a child. I'm like, how come I could do this nail set so easy? And I was thinking, when did I start doing nails? I'm like, wait, when did I stop? I'm like, Spirit, please tell me more. Spirit, please tell me more. And that's kind of what's happening to you. You're like, when did I stop? This is all so natural to you. So since those things, cleaning, cooking, organizing, the basic things are finding its mysticism again. And it's through your higher wisdom of realizing that this experience on earth is a sensual and a delicate one too. I feel like going forward, don't dwell on the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. And that's exactly what I was going to say. The things that felt hard before are feeling like play. So then it's going to be super play now. You guys are going to feel like getting your doctorates. If you're trying to in school, it's going to feel like you're a kid playing doctor. Like, you're going to feel like a kid playing college. You're going to feel like everything's going to feel like, ooh, like at night. This could be happening because more love is coming into your life and the universe overall. I feel like there's just like a shift that has happened. We're in people where a lot of people are getting tired of, people in general are tired of like the negativity and like, and just not even negativity, being held back. People want to succeed in life too. That's probably why I even attached to Elon Musk. I'm like, he has a rocket, he has this, he has that. I'm like, I want to succeed in life. Like, I don't care. Like, if he has like 12, and also the sexual connotations, he has like 12 kids and a big rocket. He's always talking about making babies. And he has very suggestive facial features, at least in my brain. Either way, a lot of people have this want to move forward energy. It's not even that they're tired of the drama or the pain. They know, and what you're willing to tolerate pain and drama for. My bad, I just drank water, so now it's going down. Um, Spirit, please tell me more. You know what's worth the pain and what's worth tolerating now. And there's a lot of things that aren't worth the pain. And you've given this lesson to a lot of people too by not tolerating certain pains and by moving on and moving forward. We got on the men. A lot of these cards, the same cards, keep coming out as my two shorts. I'm like, be on the men. I knew people were going to ask about those shorts too. Be on the men. Be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. There are a lot of people who want to mend things with you because you gave them some sense of inspiration. You kept them moving. People are remembering your energy as being very forward moving and very positive. They're thinking of like how you put some electricity into them. Like, they're thinking about how you were never going to lose because you kept on pushing and you keep on pushing, and they're commending you for, like I said, preserving yourself through so much. A lot of you guys could feel your inner child pulling into your adulthood and like connecting, because it's like that junk was like weird. Like, I had like that flash in my head. Like, and as a person who parents passed away, and now I guess a lot of people have flashes of being kids with their parents, but mine takes on a deep resonance. Like, because I usually try not to think about my mother or my father. So when a memory comes in, I'm like, please don't cry. Don't cry. What is this? I could already feel it coming in before I even saw the razzle dazzle tea. And I'm like, it almost made me cry again. Hold on. Saying that's exactly why you end up on meds after your parents pass, because even just happy moments could be like the saddest. When I would normally pick up the phone and be like, hey, mom, remember that tea that I saw? It's like you can't do that anymore. So it's like, I thank God, like strangers tell me I'm still pretty when I cry. I'm like, it just adds natural blush here. And I make my joke and move on. And then I'm like, whoo, on the men, be delicate with yourself. I feel like there's people from the past who could have realized that they weren't very delicate with you. Maybe there were people who you cried to. I mean, people who cried to you, but you weren't able to cry to them. There's some people who feel like they made minuscule or maybe some big moments in their life, and they could be going through the same. If some of you guys are going through the fact that you could have lost your parents or people in your life, my condolences if you lost anybody important to you in your life, whether recently or in the past. That's a lot to go through. Divine, please tell me more if you lost anything. But I feel like the universe is trying to show its delicacy to you. The universe is helping you transmute that pain, and you guys could be parenting yourself too, because I got both of these things for myself. You could be realizing your dual nature, and there's an emerging dawn here. Some sort of darkness is leaving you, or that shame you had for having darkness in the first place. You're going to be able to be with people that you could cry if you want to with, and maybe you guys aren't going to be shamed with it. Because even thinking about like medication, some of it isn't just like the bipolar disorder itself. It could be thinking about, yay, it's how people react to your emotions too. So some of you guys could have had like a lot of things going on. So, you know, like not just the death itself that could bring out your sadness. Emergent, my bad. I'm still gathering my thoughts. I was trying not to cry that whole story, and that's why I was blabbing on, if you're wondering. Divine, please tell me more. Divine, please tell me more. Adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. So I feel like you guys have learned a lot, and this is in your energy field. And a lot of people, I don't know, they want to come back around you now that you have emerged from this darkness. They're saying that you guys were strong all along, and you guys were wise all along. So it's not just you being careful with yourself. There's a lot of people who are seeing you adapted and thrived. So now they want to know how to adapt and thrive through the same things that you have been through. They're seeing you as a wise person when before they would have seen you as just an unfortunate person that maybe they didn't want to deal with, or I don't know, or they just didn't, you know, they just were unwise themselves. Yeah, we got making plans, and this is coming out under on the men. So I knew there's somebody who might be thinking, like, where do they fit in your life? How do they fit in your life? And how, yeah, what do they do to come forward towards you here? And for a lot of you guys, this is platonic energy. This is friends or this is siblings. This isn't giving very much romantic energy. Chart your course and intentions. The future is yours. Design and navigate. Yeah, the future is yours. Design and navigate. There's some people who want you to help them navigate into the future because they didn't have these types of tower moments in your life as you did. So it's almost like these people want a tower moment in their life because some of these people are stuck or they feel like they're in some sort of loop where they don't want to be. They want to know how to move forward with pizzazz, you know, like, but you didn't move forward with just pizzazz. Your life was lit on it, like your life was a firework. I'm hearing that Katy Perry song, "Baby, you're a firework. Go on, let your fire turn." Up and on and on and like you guys always could have had this want in you, like, and you guys also, I wanted to tie it into my ability to create and your ability to create. You guys could have had a creator in you because blueberry tea did not exist. You could have already had it in your head. I'm going to make blueberry tea when I get older. You guys, I want purple nails. There is no purple nails. I'm going to create purple nail polish. Like whatever you had in you to the ability to create, they want you to teach them something that's truly innate within you already. Your mother and your parents were only a guiding support to who you were and what you wanted. Because me, I still go to the store and then I'm like, it was my idea to go to the store in the first place. It's like I was always in some sort of creator role in my life. So I have the wisdom to create a life, to prepare a meal. I've always had that wisdom. You guys are remembering that you always had that wisdom within you too. A lot of people who relate to this reading. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Bye bye.